Welcome back. The All Truck Drivers Forum in Allied South Africa says it won't be participating in Monday's planned national shutdown. The forum has raised concerns around the lack of support from political parties when facing challenges. The organization's Mandla Mngomezulu joins us now for more. Good evening to you, sir, and thank you very much for joining us here on Newsnight on eNCA. In your statement released, you made it very clear that your organization will not be partaking in the national shutdown planned for Monday. Just talk us through why and what some of your concerns are in that regard.
Thank you. Good evening, and how are you? Our organization is not a political organization. We are an organization that represents unemployed and employed truck drivers in South Africa. We have decided not to participate on this shutdown because we have our reason why we can't take part on this shutdown, because we don't know what is going to happen after the shutdown. Because once we have a shutdown, we are waiting for the good result. But now, when we say this shutdown, there is nothing that's going to help us, because the load shedding is affecting us all. We are clear on this one, and we understand. But what is our concern is that it looks like political parties, they want to use unemployed people and the workers to gain points. And it's what we are against it. If we are dealing with the problem, we have to deal with that problem, and we must have the solution. But we can't just protesting without solution. When we protest, we want to make sure that South Africans are getting paid. But this shutdown, we don't understand. What are we going to gain from it?
Some institutions and organizations are of the view that the shutdown will, further raise the alarm, get the attention of government to implement changes more speedily. Organizations such as SATU, for example, are in support. They are calling out issues like load shedding and cuts in budget, as well as some of the concerns. As your organization, are you not concerned about some of these issues, and do you not think that a national shutdown could highlight those issues and make government maybe speed up processes to solve them?
To highlight the issues, we are concerned as an organization, but the way they want to highlight the issues is like now they are highlighting it political. The problem of mortality is the national disaster, and what the president has said, that is the national disaster. And we all South Africans, we need to find the solution. How are we going to end that load shedding? But for this shutdown, it's a political, because they are saying the president must step down. But when you go back from President Thabo Mbeki, President Zuma, and now it's Ramaphosa, we are removing one man. The problem is not about the one man. The problem now is the current leadership of the ANC, and we have to deal with collective. We don't want to be used when people, they are fighting their political battles. Us as an organization, as a truck drivers organization, we always calling that South Africans are not employed. The same political parties, they are supporting employers who are employing foreigners illegally, and they are saying they must come to work in South Africa. And those foreigners are being used as slaves. And that's why many companies are employing foreigners. And then we have been calling that this is the problem that causes unemployment. We have more than 3 million jobs that are being occupied by foreign nationals illegally. We don't say that we don't want foreigners in South Africa. We want foreigners, but they must come to the country legally so that they can be employed on the right place. But now we say everywhere you find foreigners. When we raise these issues, those political parties, they say no, they are representing Africa. South Africans are suffering. And now, because they want their support, they are calling all South Africans to support the shutdown. We understand that we are having an issue of load shedding, but how are we going to solve this problem? Let us unite and fight the issue of load shedding, not this political game they are playing, because the political parties, they want to gain points, because now even the other unions, now they are joining the shutdown because they are supporting that political parties. We've been raising the issue of unemployment, labor broking, insourcing long time ago, but no one was supporting us. But now, because they want to support this shutdown, they are adding those issues. We, as an organization, we are saying we understand the issue of load shedding, but this shutdown is not going to solve it. But let us wait for the president and the ANC that, because now they've said it's the national disaster. Let us wait and see what is going to happen. But now they choose even Monday because they know it's a long weekend. Some people are at home. We are not going to play political games. We are not in politics. We are representing unemployed citizens of South Africa.
Let's zoom in a little bit closer onto what issues specifically your forum wants to see tackled. You've spoken briefly on the issue of foreigners being represented and their needs being found solutions to. But what are some of the other burning issues specifically in your industry that you want to see tackled by government?
We've been always raising the issue of compliance. Many companies who are operating in this industry, they don't comply with the law. That's why we experience a lot of accidents, because drivers are being paid with kilometers, with load system. Most of the side tippers, where they load, they follow the long queues, and when they offload against these queues. That's why we are having this accident that are happening now. We are calling the government to enforce the law, because the law is on our side. The companies must comply. Lots of companies are not registered with the Bargaining Council, and even the Department of Labor, even the minister knows that. Remember during the lockdown, when the minister said they are going to pay those employers who are not contributing to the UIF, and then we deal with the companies later. He didn't do that. Companies are still operating illegally. We are saying let the government enforce the law so that the companies that can comply. If the companies comply, there will be no accident in the country. The government should enforce the law, because now they are employing, even those companies, they don't like foreigners. They are using the foreigners as slaves because they are paying them less. That's why the organization that's organizing the shutdown doesn't talk about that, because it's supporting those companies to treat our brothers as slaves in the country. We are saying we are against that. That's why we are saying all people in this country must be employed illegally.
So, Mr. Mngomezulu, you've now made it clear that your association will not be participating in the national shutdown on Monday. You've also been raising these issues for over the past 6 years, you've mentioned in your statement, and there's been no progress. So what then is the plan of action as an organization? What steps are you going to be following to ensure that your pleas do not fall on deaf ears and that solutions are found?
We are not participating on the shutdown. We always have, the drivers always have their shutdown. We don't call anyone to support us. When we are calling for shutdown, or the drivers calling for the shutdown, they know exactly what is the result. We are saying we are going back to the road, because last year we agreed with the minister that we are not going to protest on the road, because we agreed that they are going to do all the problem that we raised. But since on that day, we have never heard anything from them. They did that tax team. That tax team is not working for us. It's just a waste of time. That's why we decided as an organization to pull out of that tax team, to go back to the workers. We say, we promise you that the government will be doing something. But until today, we are saying we are planning soon. We'll see the truck drivers shut down. We are not calling any political party to support us. We are not calling any union to support us. We are going back to the road, because they don't want to listen to us. But they know exactly the problem. We have raised the issues, and they know that we have to prove to them what is the problem, but they have done nothing. That is why we are saying we are not participating on this shutdown, because it's a political shutdown. It's nothing to do with unemployment and the workers. It's just to gain political point. We are saying as an organization, we are going back to the road, and we are going to show the government that we are tired of their promise.
All right, let's leave it there for now. Thank you very much, Mr. Mngomezulu, for your time and for updating us with regards to your stance when it comes to the national shutdown planned for tomorrow. That was Mr. Mandla Mngomezulu from the All Truck Drivers Association or Forum and Allied South Africa, just stating once again that they will not be involved in that national shutdown planned for Monday. Excuse me, not tomorrow. But moving